Elias Carter never thought one single act of kindness would put his quiet life on the line, or change it forever. But that was before he opened the barn doors just before dawn, and found a wounded Apache woman collapsed in the hay, looking up at him with fear, pride, and a plea she was too weak to speak. He should have walked away. The world told him to. Neighbors warned him. Fear urged him. But something deeper, something human, made him kneel beside her instead. And that moment became the beginning of everything. Before we continue this powerful story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Heartland Tales, where every story reminds us that kindness still matters. Elias was a soft-spoken farmer, the kind who blushed when strangers waved and apologized when the wind blew grain into someone's yard. He lived alone, worked alone, and prayed that peace, just simple peace, would be enough for him. But hiding an Apache woman, that was anything but simple. Her name was Taya. She didn't trust him at first. She barely let him touch the arrow lodged near her ribs. Her eyes followed him like a cornered animal. Until the second night when she whispered, "Why help me when your people fear mine?" Elias didn't have a heroic answer. He just shrugged and said, "No one deserves to die alone." The truth was, he wasn't brave, not even close. He just knew what loneliness felt like, and he recognized it in her. Slowly, very slowly, she began to heal. She ate the food he left without watching. She slept without flinching at every sound. And one evening, she even laughed when he spilled milk on his boots, muttering curses soft as butter. For a moment, they were just two souls in a barn. No borders, no fears, no history sharp as broken glass between them. But good moments never last long in the West. One morning, Taya was gone. No goodbye. No sign she'd ever been there, except the quiet ache in Elias's chest. He hoped she lived. He prayed she did. But he never expected to see her again. 3 weeks later, the dust rose on the horizon. Dozens of Apache warriors rode toward his farm. Silent, stern, deadly. For a shy man like Elias, it felt like the end. He stepped outside anyway. His knees trembled, but he didn't run. And from the center of the riders, Taya emerged. Healthy, strong, radiant in the rising sun. She walked straight to him. No fear, no hesitation. My people asked what kind of man would risk his life for a woman he did not know. She said, I told them the truth. Her gaze softened. He is a good man, the bravest kind, the kind who is gentle. Then, in front of her entire people, she offered her hand. Not in demand, not in debt, but in honor. The shy farmer nearly fainted. I ain't sure I deserve that, he stuttered. Taya smiled, tilting her head. Kindness deserves kindness, and hearts like yours are rare. The Apache warriors nodded. Not threatening, not warning, but welcoming. Elias didn't gain a wife that day. Not instantly, not magically. Life wasn't a fairy tale. But he gained something even more precious. A connection that healed two worlds that had feared each other for too long. And in time, their story became one shared by both sides of the valley. A reminder that peace sometimes begins not with treaties or armies, but with one quiet farmer who refused to let another human suffer alone. In the end, Elias learned something powerful. When you offer kindness with no expectation, it has a way of returning, bigger, stronger, and more life-changing than you ever imagined. And maybe that's the message we all need today. A single act of compassion can rewrite destinies.